Alrighty. Thank you guys again for taking the time to look at tonight's video. This is the line plot homework help video for tonight, which is Wednesday, September 30th. And a couple different things we're going to be taking a look at with the homework here. It's all about line plots, which we spent quite the amount of time in second grade looking at. This year we've looked at really more types of graphs. Some we've looked at bar graphs, we've looked at pictographs, some we've looked at double bar graphs. So today we're going to kind of just take a look at line plots, make sure we understand them, make sure we know how to read them, because we are going to spend more time with these and kind of use them in a different way than we did in second grade. So before we get started, let's read the directions, and we have to understand what this graph means too before we actually go and answer the questions, because all these questions are going to talk about the graph and the information, or the data, which is the word we've been using. It's going to talk about all the data that this graph gives you. So looking at the directions, starting up here, and kind of just follow along with me. It says, Susan makes bracelets from glass beads and sells them online. She charges between $5 and $12 for each bracelet, depending on its size and style. So it says she charges between $5 and $12 for each bracelet. It's saying bracelets can be as low as $5 and as high as $12. And when I look down at my graph here, I can actually see that they're as low as $5, and some even were $12 bracelets. It says the line plot below shows how much she received for each bracelet sold this week. So we can look and see, okay, here's all the bracelets that, it says the cost of bracelets, $5. So here's all the bracelets that were $5, and each X stands for one bracelet that was sold. So here's one bracelet that was sold, here's another bracelet, here's another bracelet, and so forth all the way up to the top. And all these bracelets cost $5 each. Now when I come over, I see there's no bracelets that were sold that were $6, $7, or $8, but I can see when there were $9 bracelets that were being sold, and it looks like two $9 bracelets were sold. Some $10, some $11, and some $12, which we'll go more into in our questions. Looking at question number 1. On question number 1, it says, how many $5 bracelets did Susan sell this week? So for this one, our first thing to do is it wants to know how many $5 bracelets Susan sold. So I'm going to look at, okay, where's the $5 bracelets? Here they are right here. And it wants to know how many bracelets, not how much money, but how many bracelets were sold. So I can just count these X's. I know each one is one bracelet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So for number 1, how many $5 bracelets did Susan sell this week? Susan sold 8 $5 bracelets. So for our answer there, we could just write 8 bracelets, so we know they're each $5. Now it gets a little bit different because those X's that you just counted are actually going to be counted in a different way for number 2. On problem number 2, it says, how much money did Susan earn on $5 bracelets alone? So it's talking, when it says $5 bracelets alone, we know alone means by yourself. So the $5 bracelets by themselves, how much money did Susan earn from them? Well, we know each one is a bracelet, but we also know something else. We know that each bracelet is worth how much? If you were thinking $5, that's correct. Each bracelet is worth $5. So this time we need to count by 5s to see how much money are all of these bracelets in total, in all, that Susan sold. So here's a bracelet, so that's $5, $10, $15, $20, $25, $30, $35, $40. So for number 2, how much money did Susan earn on $5 bracelets alone? She earned a total of $40. Make sure on number 2, when you're writing your answer, you want the dollar sign there, because if you just say 40, that doesn't tell us if you understand that it's $40 or if it's 40 bracelets. So having that label, the dollar sign in this case, would work really well. Questions number 3 and 4 kind of work in the exact same way as questions number 1 and 2. On question number 3, it says, how many $11 bracelets did Susan sell this week? Well, here's the $11 bracelets, and you'll think about how many she sold in all. And then number 4 wants to know how much were how much money did Susan make on just the $11 bracelets? So when you're counting these, they don't count as $5 each now. The only reason these counted as $5 each was because it says that each bracelet's $5. These each are worth $11, so make sure you count correctly for number 4 when you're counting money. Moving down to number 7, 5 and 6, we've worked a lot with those type of problems, and I want you to really try your best on those, just as you will on the other questions. Number 7, it says, how much money did Susan earn this week? What we need to do for this one is find out how much money in all Susan earned. Now, you've got a lot of numbers to keep track of here. So when you're going to add up all your numbers, all your $5 bracelets, all your $9 bracelets, all your $10 bracelets, all your $11 bracelets, and all your $12 bracelets, I would write out a big equation first. Once you have that equation, you'll see there's some easy numbers to work with. A couple hundreds, there'll be a hundreds combination that you'll see. And I would also maybe do some adding by place. Adding by place would be a good strategy for number 7, and I think you'll understand why it's going to be a good strategy when you get there. That's all for the help video this week. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. Thanks for watching.